Repeating licks are a great tool to use in your solos. Not only do they sound great, but they can buy you some time when improvising, which is especially good if you're at a beginner level and you haven't yet developed a huge bank of licks and tricks to throw into your solos. Using short licks that you can repeat over and over prevents you from having to constantly think about what to play next. Today I'm going to show you 3 repeating rock licks that have stood the test of time. These are licks that I myself learned many years ago and ones that I still actually use in my improvisational playing to this day. You could say that these licks have aged like a fine wine. All of these licks are in the key of E minor, but if you know your way around the fretboard, then you can apply them to any key. They are all based around position 1 of the minor pentatonic scale, which I assume most of you probably know, but if you don't know it, it looks and sounds like this. Lick number 1 goes like this. Now, that might sound like there's a lot going on there, but really I'm just repeating a sequence of only 4 notes. So to play this, pick fret 15 on the B string and bend this note up a whole tone so that it reaches the pitch of this note here on fret 17. So this is the note that you want to bend up to. And to get there, you're going to pick fret 15 and bend it up until you reach the pitch of that note. Then all you have to do is go fret 12 on the high E string, and then 15 and pull off to 12 on the B string. And that's it, that's the lick. So you can repeat that lick over and over and over, and gradually with time and consistent practice, you will be able to increase the speed at which you're able to play it. Now some of you watching this video might be at a beginner level, and you might be thinking to yourself, oh well, there's no way I'd ever be able to play that fast. That's a limiting belief that a lot of guitar players, especially beginners, seem to have. I myself remember feeling that way when I first heard the solo to Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. Not a very technically challenging solo, but the first time I heard Brian May play that, to my ears as someone who was new to learning the guitar, it seemed like an impossible task. But I kept at it, I kept learning and I kept practicing, and having the hunger to learn and practice new things as a guitar player always pays off. So don't look at other players and think, oh, I'll never be able to do that. You should look at them and challenge yourself. Set yourself a goal that's going to get you closer to being able to play the types of things that you want to play on the guitar. Let's move on to the next lick, which just uses the G and B strings and sounds like this. So again, this sounds like there's a lot going on, but really I'm just repeating the same 3 notes over and over again. So to play this one, you want to pick fret 14 on the G string and bend that note up a tone to match this note at fret 16, which is the note B. So that's your target note, and to get there, you pick fret 14 and bend up. Then pick 12 followed by 15 on the B string. So that's a hammer on there. So 12, pick that note, and hammer on to 15, and that's it. This one can sound really good with a wah pedal. The last lick I'm going to show you today is a bit of a variation on the first one we went over, which just as a reminder went like this. So here's a cool variation on that lick. So you already know half of this lick. The other half is almost exactly the same. And as you can see there, the difference is instead of bending on the B string, you bend on fret 14 on the G string, and then you go to 12 on the high E, followed by the 15 to 12 pull off on the B string. So that's one half of it, and the other you already know. So you can start with either the bend on the G string or the bend on the B string. It really doesn't matter, but as long as you're alternating between the two. This is the kind of thing that you'll hear players like Slash use a lot of in their playing. It's just a great rock lick, and again, it sounds awesome with a wah pedal if you have one. So there you have it, 3 repeating rock licks that you can start using in your solos today. And remember what I said earlier about gaining speed. Don't fall into the trap of tricking yourself into believing that you're never going to get these licks to the speed that you want them to be at. Keep learning, keep practicing, and with time and consistent practice, the results will come. Oh, and a quick little tip before I go, since these licks are in the key of E, that means that you can also play them in an open position, which means you would use open strings. So you can take position 1 of the scale and move that down an octave and use open strings for the notes that would be on fret 12. So here's lick number 1 in an open position. Here's lick number 2 in an open position. And here's lick number 3 in an open position. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you want to learn more about the minor pentatonic scale and how to use it in your solos, my first online guitar course, Bulletproof Guitar Player Part 1 Master the Fretboard, shows you exactly that and so much more. Links are in the description below. If you did enjoy this lesson and you feel like you got something valuable out of it, then please smash that like button below, share it with your guitar playing friends, click subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.